Welcome everybody to another Community Fit, and in particular, a Move Lab Dynamic. I'm your host, James, and for those of you who have joined us throughout the series, thank you and welcome back. And for anyone brand new, welcome to Move Lab. There's only one rule for you to remember, and that's whatever you're doing, you are doing it 100% totally correct. There's absolutely no wrong ways to move, just a bunch of options and choices. And this is our last week of Move Lab Dynamic for upper body. And next week, we're going to, in May, we're going to make the switch. So Move Lab Foundations on Tuesday will be all about exploring the foundations of moving through the upper body. And Move Lab Dynamic will be focused on lower body. And then Reset and Restore, we're continuing with that on Fridays, but we're pivoting there too from distinctly nervous system regulation over to tension, which is how nervous system dysregulation shows up in the physical body. So for today, we're going to have some upper body stuff. There'll be some collarbone cues. So if you're lost on that, I highly recommend you join next Tuesday for foundations class, where we dive a little more foundationally into what we're cueing. And then remember what we did from this week, so you can practice and explore and play. And then when everything gets uploaded to YouTube, come back and redo it all. So we're going to start off with our breath work, and then we're going to move right into some nervous system regulation or reset tools. Why? Because exercise is stress, positive stress, and exercise allows us the opportunity to also work on the stress reflex, and then right into our movement practice for today. So get comfortable, whatever comfortable means for you. And we're going to go to our breath work technique. For the first of these series, for this first month, we've kept the breath work consistent from like Tuesday through Thursdays and Fridays. From now on, we're going to play with different breath works. But in honor of this first month, we're going to continue with the same breath work technique that we did on Tuesday, which is listening for breath. If this one doesn't work for you, you got a lot of other ones we've explored. And if you're, again, brand new, just breathe like a normal human being. Listening for breath starts off with listening to our breathing. So just inhale like a regular human being and exhale. And literally listen to the sound of your own inhalations and the sound of your exhalations. What does it sound like to breathe? Now, if that's interesting, stay there. Listening for breath takes that listening to the breath and changes it a bit. Take in an inhale. Buoyantly hold that inhalation for as long as you would like to hold your inhale. We all have different times. Listen for when your body would like to exhale. Go ahead and exhale, deep dive into that exhale, then hold the breath like you're floating underneath the inhale. When your body feels ready, go ahead and inhale. Hold, buoyantly hold. Exhale when you're ready, deep dive into the exhale and hold there. Listening for your body's natural breathing rhythm. How much longer can you hold that out? Could you hold for a half a second longer? Maybe inhale more or less, quicker or slower, playing with that, all while listening to the sound of your own breath. We got about another 30 seconds. When you're ready, go ahead and bring your hands together. Get them warmed up. Place your nice warm hands wherever it is you'd like to place your warm hands, starting off some nervous system regulation. How do you know they're in the right place? Well, it will just feel good. Now you can keep your hands there, or we can go into our orientation practice, just looking around the space. Naming things in the space like plant, thermostat, mirror, window, door. Just intaking the room. Now you can keep doing that, or you can do a gentle rock. Right and left. It can be small. It can be big. It's like a rhythmic rock, right and left. Good. From there, finding your center, take your right hand, place it on your left knee, and do a twist. Take a look behind you, take a great big inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Other hand, other way. Great big inhale. Exhale, center. Other hand, other way. One more. Slide your legs out in front of you and make them wide. They don't have to be super wide. They don't have to be narrow, just comfortably wide. From there, we're going to take our hands, we're going to place them behind our head. I like to do a little interlace right at the base of my skull, but you might be different. From there, my right elbow is going to try its best to make friends with my right knee. And then I'm going to come back up. Then my left elbow is going to try its best to make friends with left knee, and then back up. I go down and touch, and I'm up, and I go down and touch, and I'm up. If you want this to explicitly just be upper body, go ahead and crisscross, and I go down, and I'm up, and I go down, and I'm up. Pick and choose. Now, if that's enough for you, stay there. If not, right elbow goes down, left elbow joins, open up, take a look at that elbow, all the way up, reset. Left goes down, right joins it. As it opens up, take a look at it, up to reset. Down, down, open, up. Down, down, open, up. Down, down, open, up. Last one. Down, down, open, up. Just do a little shoulder roll. Maybe one goes forward, one goes back. Just getting some movement through that upper body, and then reverse. From there, bend your knees, set your feet down. Take your hands behind the back of your knees or on the front of your knees, your choice. Feet will stay relatively glued. If that is problematic, you can always flex or stick your feet underneath something. Sitting up tall and then kind of rounding back, but really using the arms to help. And then back up. Rounding back. Back up. As you round back, can you allow that collarbone to stay wide versus it getting scrunched up? And then back up. Collarbone stays wide. And then back up. If you've got that, great. That's where you're at, great. If you'd like more challenge, one hand is free. And we're up. Switch hands. Or no hands. Last one. Up. Take a breather. Now, if one of those is difficult, stay there. If you'd like more challenge or just a difference challenge, we're going back. Arm goes open, comes back, up. When we allow that arm to go open, can you resist rotating or bending or moving? It's just a liberation of that arm. That arm gets to move, nothing else. We're going back, other arm. Going back, arm moves somewhere new. Going back. You can continue with one arm or two more of whatever you got going on. Last one. Take a breather. From there, all the way down. Once you're all the way down, feel your shoulder blades rest on the floor like two little feet. Can those feet and the shoulder blades stay down as your arms lift and go behind you? Often that back will want to arch. You'll feel the shoulder blades scrunch together. Can they just relax? Come back down. My shoulder blade feet stay grounded and relaxed. How low can I go with my arms? Three more. Last two. One more. And relax. Over onto your side. Facing into the camera might be good here. Let your knees bend. Make a little pillow for yourself. Lift that top arm up towards the ceiling. From there, relax the shoulder blade. Relax the collarbone. Let the arm lift and let it sink. Let it lift. Let it sink. Let it lift. You should feel the shoulder blade trying to pull towards the armpit and the collarbone getting longer. Can all of that stay lengthened and you just bend at the elbow? It's one of those like confusing body movements because there is relaxation and tension going on. This portion of my arm is reaching up towards the ceiling. Everything from the elbow to the hand relaxes. Now, keep all that going. Let that hand go by the head. Bottom hand is going to give you a hug. So there's tension reaching up. And then we're going to do a little baby sit-up. Again. Don't forget your arm, reaching, reaching, reaching. It's not just an ab exercise. Now, if that's enough work, stay there. If not, bottom arm goes down, top arm goes up. Both arms push away from each other. Hold there. Elbow goes down and tries to touch elbow without sinking. So these bottom ribs are up, and I'm just rotating and open. It's a lot of upper body strength work. Three. Collarbones are wide and relaxed. Two. One more. Collapse. sink, relax, whatever you need to do there. Let's do the other side. You can see how we're stacking and building. So if one of these movements is difficult, there is absolutely no value in moving forward to more and more difficult exercises. Stay where you're at, suss it out, play with it, figure out some of the nuances there, and then keep practicing. Top arm lifts. It stretches up. I feel my shoulder blade reach towards my armpit, and I feel my collarbone get longer, and then relax. Reach, relax. Reach, relax. If you're there, reach, hold, bend, and up. Bend, and up. 2, 1, hold. From there, give yourself a hug, little baby sit up, and release. Little baby sit up, and release. Little baby sit up, release. 2, 1. Bottom hand goes here. Remember, it's reaching, it's pushing. We're here. Elbow and up. Elbow and open. Two more. One more. Relax. Come on to your belly. Open your arms to the letter T. From there, my left hand is going to stay where it's at. My right hand is going to lift up. Whatever I need to use to get there, I use and I reach as if this hand is going to touch this hand. And then I come back. This hand lifts, I use whatever I need to use to get there, and I stretch. And I come back. Again. Last one. Crisscross the hands. Lay the forehead down on your hands. From there, I'm going to lift my head just so you can hear me more clearly. Your head is down on your crisscrossed hands. From there, left elbow lifts and lowers. Left elbow lifts and lowers. Repeating, left and lower. As you continue to lift and lower that one particular elbow, can the collarbone be long? Can the shoulder blades be wide? Can your breath be easy? Can there be less stress in the movement? Just an elbow and a lower. Once you have that side figured out, right side, lift and lower. Then both sides. I have both palms down and grounded. Now, lift the elbows, keep them up. Lift the forehead and hands up to elbow height. Forehead and hands go back down. Elbows go down. Elbows, forehead and hands to elbow height, not higher. Head goes down, elbows go down. Often when we lift the head, we drop the elbows. Can you resist the urge to drop the elbows? And if not, which of the previous steps might you need to spend a little more time in? Elbows, head, elbows, elbows, head, elbows. Up, up, down, down. Up, up, down, down. Stay there or everything goes up. Everything goes down. Everything goes up. And down. 2. And 1. Take a breather. Now, continue with that, or we can add some lateral movement, right and left. You got to be able to get everything up in order to get there. I want to put an asterisk by this. This shouldn't hurt. This should feel like exercise, but it shouldn't be a hurt struggle. If it is, take a break, do one of the previous exercises. Here we go. Up. Right elbow tries to make friends with right knee. Left elbow tries to make friends with left knee. Notice how I'm not dipping into the floor. I'm moving right and left. Right and left. 4, 3, 2, 1, center, rest. Hands and knees. And just a little gentle cat-cow or whatever you need to do to feel a little more fluid, a little relaxed. From there, hands and knees are down. Feet are going to be lifted. Kitty cat push-ups. You decide, do you want the bowl of water here, here, or here? You got 10, make them your own. Last couple. And relax. Just a little gentle movement. Same kitty cat push-ups, 10 more. You decide where that imaginary bowl of water is, meaning where do I take my face? Between my hands or further? Except instead of having your hands here, we're opening up the fingertips away from each other. So it becomes a bicep style push-up. 10 more. You decide how fast, how many, and where that imaginary bowl of water is. Collarbones wide. Last couple. And rest. A little bit of movement. Side to side. From there, we're going to put hands down. If as we go through this becomes a lot of work, don't worry. We're going to cover some ideas next Tuesday. Come to the foundational class. We're going to talk about hand position. I unlock some stuff for you. But if these next couple of exercises are difficult, go back into kitty cat push-ups. Go back into some of the shoulder blade collarbone warm-up things that we did. But we're going to take our right hand into the middle. And then we're going to take our left hand behind our back. And then we're going to twist elbow pit to face the fingers and face away from the fingers. Face the fingers, face away from the fingers. Face the fingers, face away from the fingers. And then replace it with left hand. Twist, 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 twist. Take a breather. If that's difficult, stay there. If not, pick your favorite hand, hold there. Hand is going to stay 100% still. And we're going to start to move around the hand and then back. I can sit, I can move, and go here. I can even crawl and scooch. Doesn't really matter how you move around it, just that your hand is glued to the floor. And then change hands. We're here and we're moving around the hand. And then take a break. These will be some skills we need when we get into June. In order to do some of the more full body movement, we need some new strength, some new mobility. We need to open up capacity. And it starts with some of these foundational exercises done in a dynamic way. Feet down, hands go behind you. Rather than your fingertips facing away, fingertips are going to face out, right and left. Back is strong, elbows bend, elbows straighten. Bend, straighten. Bend, straighten, and straighten. You can do the same thing or hover the rear. Bend, straighten, bend, straighten, bend, straighten. Two more. Last one. Rest. Little bit of seaweed spine, right to left. Maybe a little orientation. Then, staying centered. You know, we got to do some eye movement. We got to get that ocular into upper neck into body patterning down. So, you can choose any of the ones we've done so far. I'm going to dive right into some of the more complex ones. As my nose goes right, my eyes go left. And then vice versa. Now, a vocabulary word. What we are not doing here is a saccade. What saccade eye movement is like a quick orientation. Instead, we're doing this panoramic, slow migration of the eyes and slow migration of the nose. And then slow coming back, rather than twist, snap, and back. Can they be slow? And the other way. Then I'm going to do a yes nod with my head. Nose goes up, nose goes down. As my nose goes down, my eyes go up. And as my nose goes up, my eyes go down. Again, slow, thoughtful, sequential movement. And then lastly, let your eyes softly focus on what's in front of you. And just my nose makes gentle little circles. And then reverse. And relax. Put your hands on your heart. Take a nice deep inhale into your own hands and your own heart. Tell yourself thank you for showing up. You did a really good thing for yourself. Take a look around your space. Tell your space thank you. It was an active participant with you. And then, most importantly, take a look at anyone on screen, anyone in the room with you, anyone who's joining you. Tell them thank you. Thank you for being a part of our community and inviting us into yours. We'll see you soon. I'll stick around for any questions you might have. Bye, everyone.
Great. Thank you so much, James. So we had a participant who used the videos on YouTube while she was on vacation in Hawaii.
Oh, cool.
She chatted to us. She said it was perfect before going to bed at night. So yay.
Awesome.
Thanks, Pam. All right, doesn't look like there's any questions. So we will see you guys tomorrow for Reset and Restore. Have a great day.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thanks, Raymond.